Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So we are getting right into today's video because it is a fast and furious power hour. I enjoy power hour videos so much. They are so motivating and so energizing. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you get a ton of motivation. As you can see, the house is totally trashed, and this is actually first thing in the morning. We have a couple of really late nights in our week, and we had a late night the night before, and I just didn't get anything done. As you can see, the dishes didn't get ran, kids trashed the living room, and we all got home and just went to bed. So we haven't even started school. 8 o'clock in the morning, I was like, you know what, you guys, this is going to be a day where we're going to just push back school, and you guys are going to start school at like 9 o'clock. We're going to take an hour and just clean this place up, because when the house is a mess, I noticed that I am so much more tense and things just seem so much crazier. So I really wanted to prioritize being able to clean up and have the kids on board with just getting our day straightened up before we started school. So I started the timer 8 o'clock in the morning, and we're just going to get going into it.
Seen the truth, so you can blame it on my youth. Courage, no one seems to care that I lost it.
So I've had some questions from you guys about if I have any tips or tricks on getting kids more used to helping out around the house, and do we struggle with attitudes and things like that. For the most part, no, the kids are pretty good about helping out, but on the other hand, yes, they are kids, and there are days when they're just cranky and they don't want to clean. I mean, we all have those days. So yes, every now and then I'm really glad that you guys cannot hear the audio in these cleaning videos. But on the other hand, for the most part, they're really willing. And I think the biggest thing that I've learned in our family is just the consistency. If it's part of a routine and it's part of a schedule, and the kids understand that that's an expectation, it's part of being, in a family and helping out and learning skills, and you can kind of explain that to them, that goes a long way. Because I do talk to them about, learning laundry and learning how to do dishes and learning how to tidy up after yourself. This is going to be expected of you, when you go to other people's homes, or when you're, working, when you're in a job, cleaning up after yourself and being tidy and organized. And then when you live on your own, if you can explain that to them, it goes a long way in helping them realize, oh, okay, this isn't just you asking me to do these things and you just want me to do these things. There is more of a reason behind it. For my kids anyway, they seem to respond really well to that. So I would say just consistency and routine. If it's something that they expect and they're used to being involved and included in that way, then I find that they're less resistant. So do any of you notice that you guys bake or cook more when the weather cools down? I have noticed for sure now. I totally know that it's a thing for me. Living up here up north again, where the weather gets a lot colder a lot earlier, and it's wet and gloomy out. It's a lot different than when we lived in other parts of the country where either it wouldn't get as cold or it wasn't as dark, and the sun was out more and we were able to get out of the house more. I didn't bake as much as I do now. So now I'm baking cookies and muffins and pumpkin pies even a lot more often than I have ever in the past. Do you guys find that? Do you guys find that like when the time of year changes and the weather cools down, you bake more or you cook more? Or is it not really a thing for you guys? Because I didn't think that it was really a thing for me, but man, the weather, the seasons, I don't know what it is, but it affects if I cook or bake, because I really don't enjoy cooking like hardly at all. And baking, I'm really hit and miss on it. I like to do like cakes and things like that and get really creative with how they look, but actually baking isn't really a thing for me. But right now, I am just so into baking. I don't know. So anyway, sink full of baking dishes because I am just on a baking kick right now.
There's no running, no hiding from it. You just have to stand and face it. She left you with no words or reason. All you can do is club and rebound.
So you guys saw a little bit ago that I had Dane and Nora helping me with the dishes. So Dane unloaded the dishwasher and then Nora came in and helped with loading it. And now I've got the boys wiping down the counters. So if you guys have seen, I do have a video that kind of touches on the chores that we have for the kids. I have a chore chart for them. You guys will see that in a little bit. So part of our normal morning routine is that yes, I will have the kids help with unloading or loading the dishwasher and wiping down the table and the counters, after breakfast, things like that. So this would be more in line with their normal chores in the morning. But in a little bit, Nora's going to be vacuuming the kitchen, things like that aren't part of our morning routine. It's just this morning, the floor was a total mess. So I had Dane run through the living room with the vacuum to just grab all the big stuff off the floor, and then Nora as well. I just wanted her to come in, and there was like Cheerios and they'd spilled some oatmeal, things like that. I just wanted her to come in and get the big stuff cleaned up off of the floor. But they do have some morning chore responsibilities with helping out with wiping down counters and dishes and things like that. Okay, so at this point, I think we had about half hour or so left on the time clock, and I was like, you know what, it is a total mess upstairs, and we are just gonna bust through those bedrooms as fast as we can and get things cleaned up. So again, part of our normal morning routine is that I will help the kids make their beds, and we will tidy up if we can, but if it's a mess like this on a normal morning, I'll just say, we're gonna wait, we'll do that in the afternoon. But because I had this hour dedicated to just cleaning, I was like, we're gonna get it done. So came in here and wanted to help the boys clean up. Nora is in her room and she's getting her clothing tidied up. So I've talked to you guys before about how the kids, the boys especially, laundry is just a struggle with them. They are terrible about taking their clothes off and then just dropping them on the floor and changing their outfit, or they will rummage through their closet and all their pants end up on the floor because those aren't hung up, things like that. So a lot of the laundry is clean. It's just a matter of going through and sorting it and making sure, okay, is this clean, is this dirty, and then getting it into the laundry bag, which is out in the hallway. And that's out there because otherwise I notice they'll just stuff all their clean clothes in the laundry bag if I have it in their room. So anyway, needed to come in here and kind of sort through their laundry. The majority of it was clean and they had just pulled it out of their closet as they were changing outfits, but I did want to get it tidied up as quick as I could.
I'll be by your side all the time. You will need all of your strength. We're not getting out of this one. Getting out of this one.
Okay, so this is definitely not part of our normal morning routine, but I did want to come into the bathroom really quick. So this actually puts us over time just a little bit. I think this was like an hour and 10 minutes or so total of our morning, but I did want to take the extra like 5 minutes and just come in and tidy up the bathroom, because if I don't come in here every day at least and tidy up, it just gets so messy so fast. I don't know if you guys can relate, but kids' bathrooms, with all four of them using one bathroom, it gets messy so fast. And as you guys can see, they were in the playroom while I was tidying up Abby's room, and they wanted to get in their costumes. And I'm pretty relaxed about stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, whatever, you guys can be in your costumes. So They had gotten into their Darth Vader and their Stormtrooper costume, and I've got Warren. He was just wanting to help with cleaning out the toilet, and then Dane, I assigned him to just clean up the sink and the countertop. And I do apologize that the filming is a little bit choppy in here. It is really challenging to film when I've got the kids because I'm trying to manage and, you know, oversee them, and then also just the timing issue, because at this point, obviously the timer had gone off, and I was trying to just get things wrapped up to get our school started. But I did want to take the time just to tidy up the bathroom because it'll get out of hand so darn fast.
'Cause you will always be the one to hold me. You will always be the one who knows me. You will always be, come on, let me close.
All right, you guys, so that is going to wrap up everything. This was so fast and furious. This feels like the craziest, fastest video ever, and I do hope that it was motivating for you guys. It is so fun to film these just because we get so much done, but they do make for really, really quick videos, and I feel like I talked through the entire thing. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I do hope you found it motivating. I absolutely love being able to start the day out with a clean house, and I try not to leave it a mess in the evenings, but you know, sometimes that's just life. So I really enjoyed being able to bring you guys along with this crazy morning and just show you that, you know, you stick the timer on and you get everybody on deck and you can get so much done in an hour. So again, just hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you found it motivating. I absolutely appreciate all of your support, and I will see you guys with my next video.
'Cause you will always be the one.